Have you ever had that feeling? You know the one. You're constantly connected, your phone is buzzing, the feeds are endless, but you somehow feel more disconnected than ever. It's like you're running on a digital hamster wheel, always moving, but never really getting anywhere, never truly present. Well, let's get into that because that feeling, it's at the very heart of what we're talking about today. This quote from Lucy H. Pierce it absolutely nails it. Time poverty. It's not just that we don't have enough hours in the day, right? It's that crushing feeling that we're always behind. It's this low-grade anxiety that's just always there. And as we're going to see, it's really a symptom of a much bigger cultural thing. The researcher Brené Brown actually has a name for this. She calls it a scarcity culture. I mean, just think about how you wake up. Is your first thought, I didn't get enough sleep? And then is that followed by, I don't have enough time? Or I don't have enough energy? This mindset of not enough has become the default setting for so many of us. We're pretty much always starting from a place of less than. Now, usually we turn this inward. We think, I just need to get better at managing my time, or I need to be more disciplined. But what if that's completely the wrong way to look at it? What if this constant feeling of being overwhelmed isn't some personal failure, but it's actually a built-in feature of the digital world we're all swimming in? And that leads us to a really crucial idea. In our super crowded digital space, there is one resource that is more valuable than anything else: your attention. And right now, it's basically a battleground. I mean, think about it. Our attention is split between a million different apps, notifications, and tabs. So the companies that are really succeeding, they're not just selling you stuff. They are masters of human psychology. They know exactly what makes us tick, what gets us to click, and how to keep us coming back for more. One of the most powerful tools in their toolkit is a principle called homophily. Now, it sounds kind of academic, but it's based on a really simple human truth. We like what's familiar. We instinctively trust people, ideas, and even brands that feel like us. So what brands do is they meticulously craft their messages to mirror your values, to speak your language. When a brand makes you feel understood, like they just get you, your guard kind of comes down, and you become way more open to what they're saying. It's not magic. It's just really, really smart psychology. All right, so let's pull the curtain back even further. We're going to look at the actual plays from this hidden playbook, the psychological tactics that are used every single day to influence what we do, what we buy, and even what we believe online. First up, we've got social proof. This might be the most powerful one of them all. You probably know it as the herd instinct. When we're not sure what to do, we look around to see what everyone else is doing. It's why you read reviews before you buy something. It's why a busy restaurant just seems better than an empty one. And social proof is so effective because it taps into two of our deepest, most human needs. First, there's the need to be correct. We figure, hey, if everyone else is doing it, it must be the right thing to do. But even more powerful than that is our need to belong. We are social animals, and that fear of being the odd one out is a huge motivator. Okay, next up is something called the contrast principle. It's a technique that's incredibly simple, but also incredibly effective. See, our brains don't really judge things in a vacuum. We understand the world through comparison. And marketers are experts at using this to frame our perception of, everything. This ad from the wallet company Bellroy is a perfect example. It's a masterclass. By putting their slim wallet right next to a big, bulky old one, the benefit is instant. It's obvious. They don't have to write a paragraph telling you why their wallet is better. They just let you see it. They let you feel it. And finally, we've got the biggest tool of all, emotion. These 7 emotions you see here are understood by humans all over the world. Any piece of content that taps into one of these is way more likely to get shared, to be remembered, and to be acted on. Seriously, think about the last thing you shared online. I'm willing to bet it made you feel something big: joy, anger, surprise. Those feelings, that's the fuel that makes content go viral. Okay, so we've looked at the playbook. We know our attention is for sale, and we know the psychological tricks being used to grab it. But what's the actual cost of living in this state of constant digital engagement? What kind of toll is it taking on us? This quote from Natalie Nahai just captures that feedback loop so perfectly. We put something out there, and then we wait for the social echo, the likes, the shares, the comments. And every single notification is a little hit of validation, a tiny dopamine rush that tells our brain, hey, that was good, do that again. And while that social echo feels good in the moment, a ton of research is starting to point to a much darker side. This constant chase for validation, it's being linked to things like higher anxiety, messed up sleep patterns, and a real hit to our self-worth. It creates this online world where the loudest, most extreme behaviors often get the biggest reward. So when you boil it all down, this very human desire we all have for attention and for validation, that's the engine. That's what's powering the whole social echo. And it's the vulnerability that all those persuasion tactics we just talked about are designed to exploit, keeping us scrolling, clicking, and coming back for more. So, where does this all leave us? Are we supposed to just unplug everything and walk away? I mean, maybe for some people, but maybe there's another path. Maybe the first step is just to understand the game that we're all a part of. Think about our modern world, especially online, like we're all players in some kind of giant board game. There's a path laid out, there are clear steps to take, and there are rewards waiting for us along the way. And in this game, we're really encouraged to just be passive players. Just follow the path, get the job, buy the stuff, collect the shiny things. It's almost like a pre-written script for what a successful life is supposed to look like. And for a long time, most of us just played along without really questioning the rules. But here's the empowering part. Once you understand the psychology behind it all, once you can actually see the unspoken rules of the game, you're not just a passive piece on the board anymore. You can start making conscious choices about how you show up in the digital world. You can decide where your attention, your most valuable resource, is going to go. You can choose to look for real connection instead of just the illusion of it. So the real question isn't about how to win the game. The real question is, now that you see the rules, how will you choose to play?